Hello my viewers and welcome back to my channel. Subscribe, like, and don't forget to be part of this conversation by simply sharing your thoughts in the comment section down below. With that said, let's get into today's video. Now today we shine a spotlight on a distressing development that adds yet another layer of complexity to the plight of Palestinians. Recent reports reveal closed-door meetings in synagogues across the US and Canada where discussions revolve around the sale of properties owned by Palestinians in areas occupied by illegal settlers in East Jerusalem and the West Bank. Now, as the world bears witness to the long-standing struggles faced by the Palestinian people, this revelation brings forth a new chapter of concern. What is really happening, guys? Why are they doing this? So join me as we look into the details of this discussion, exploring the implications for the affected communities and reflecting on the broader impact of such property transactions in territories marred by conflict. How does this latest revelation intertwine with the already narrative of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, and what does it signify for the quest for justice and peace in the region? Let's get into this video by checking out these videos. I will be right back.
We are going to the Israeli Real Estate Expo in Thornhill today at 9 a.m. This is how we do things in Canada. Register, there's laws, there's rules, you register, no problem. Keller Williams sells real estate in Modin Ilit. Where is that, they say? Oh, it's in Israel? Okay. Why don't we go on Google, though? On Google, you type in Modin Ilit, and what does it say? It's a settlement in West Bank. So now they're claiming the West Bank is Israel? Interesting. In Canada, let's go there and clarify with them what's going on. Let's go to the police and maybe make a police report saying it's against international law. How's it against international law? Foreign Affairs site says occupied territories and settlements. Canada does not recognize permanent Israeli control over settlements.
There is a farm for sale. It's 2 acres, big lot, all the olive trees in the world that you would love. Big home, fits a family of about 4 to 6. The only downside is there are Palestinians that live in it, but that's up to you to do what you want regarding that situation. We're just here to sell you that land. That's what I imagine is happening inside this event hall, synagogue. I'm not sure what it is, but it's an event where they're selling land and property in the West Bank. And this man right here above my head, he has an event invitation, and he's going around asking, hey, where can I park my car? I'm going to this event. I want to buy property. And then this kind, loving man over here tells him to, go park. So of course they give him a hard time because he's wearing a Palestine hat. And they're like, you're not welcome here. Go away. Just the types of people that you would expect would be at an event looking to buy land and property in the West Bank. And then more of them congregate around this man who just wants to show up for this event. He's like, I would like to buy land in the West Bank. It's Palestinian land. And then this gentle soul, so kind, is like, no, that's incorrect, actually. Truly shocking that these individuals are acting as if they own that land. And they have no shame around it. None. Not only that, but they are so downright hateful. And what's interesting to me is the first guy that, kind of blocks his path and says, this is private property. You're not Jewish. You're not allowed to go in there. Like the fact that they have the audacity and this superiority complex that they're in America purchasing land or trying to, sell settlements in the West Bank. Like how, God, how is this not like mainstream news? How is this just not shut down? I don't get it.
Guys, this real estate sale that's happening on land in Palestine and the West Bank is that you've seen off and on is being run by Keller Williams. So I think Keller Williams needs to hear from people because maybe it's time for another boycott.
So I just saw a video. And I need to talk about it. So this man saw that there was an Israeli real estate expo, right, where Israel was selling land. And he thought, okay, I'm going to register legally and take all the steps that they say on their website they can take to be a part of this event and go and see what's going on. So he looks at the information and it says that Keller Williams is selling real estate in Modin Illit, I think is how you say that. And they say that that is in Israel, right? The property they're selling, they're saying that it's in Israel. But when you Google it, Modin Illit is a settlement in the West Bank. So it's not in Israel. It's Palestinian territory. So he wanted to get to the bottom of this, why Israel is selling land in occupied territory. So he registered for the event, again, did all the things the website said to do, and he showed up, and this is how they greeted him.
Yo, I registered for the event. Where do I park? Where? Where do I park? I registered. What's on my head?
In case you can't see it, his hat says Palestine on it.
I'm not doing no. Why are you here? Because I registered for this. Why are you registered? Because they're selling land. Registered for land. Not for you. Have you signed up? Yes, I registered right here. I'm showing you my registration. You do. That's why I'm here. I registered. I want to buy property. Why are you wearing that hat? I'm confused. To buy property in West Bank, you have to kind of wear a hat. You can wear a hat, but obviously you know the context of making fun of it. So Keller Williams sells land in Modi Illit, which they say is Israel. Google says it's in the West Bank. Palestine is West Bank, so I want to buy property.
So this man shows up to the event, fully registered, like fully ready to participate, and because he's wearing a Palestine hat, they treat him like that. So first of all, abhorrent, right? Second of all, they very clearly know what they're doing. Israel is selling land in the West Bank. That is not their land to sell. I'm pretty sure, and you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, it is illegal to sell land that you occupy. So, well, at this point, I should not be surprised at the fact that Israel is pulling. I'm still so pissed off about it. How dare they sell land that does not belong to them?
Hold up, guys. It looks like the United States of America has been caught yet again red-handed doing something we can call trying to profit off of war and stealing settlement homes in illegal occupation homes that does not belong to them. Why is Remax selling illegal settlement homes from the West Bank? Now, a Jewish man has protested the sale of West Bank settlements homes at Israeli event in the US. Now, it looks like Remax, the real estate company, has been caught selling those homes, and it turns out that this is not the first time, actually. They've been doing this. They've been doing it for a long time. Now, the Israeli franchise of American real estate giant Remax is selling properties in illegally occupied West Bank colonies. Like I said earlier, this is not the first time. This is the same exact month that they were caught doing this 8 years ago. Back in 2016, they did this. Almost a decade ago, they are caught doing the same exact thing in the occupied West Bank. So again, what is your purpose of doing this, America? Do you care to explain why you have been caught numerous times attempting to purchase and sell illegally occupied land that does not belong to Israel? Oh, America, you can't sell something that does not belong to you. You can't. Now, closed-door meetings held in some synagogues in the US and Canada to sell properties belonging to Palestinians from areas where illegal settlers reside in East Jerusalem and the West Bank have sparked outrage across the US. One of these meetings, organized by the Texas-based real estate company Keller Williams, was protested in New Jersey. Dozens of protesters, including pro-peace Jews, gathered outside the Torah synagogue holding Palestinian flags and protesting the sale of properties to American Zionist Jews from illegal settlement areas. Now, surrounded by tight police security measures, the protesters gathered near the synagogue for hours, chanting slogans such as "Freedom for Palestine" and "The Israeli occupation and illegal settlements must stop." In the pouring rain, protesters carried banners saying, "You can't sell stolen lands. This is land theft, and do not do business on stolen lands." Now, one of the daughters of a Palestinian who was born in Jerusalem said that she came from Milford, nearly 2 hours away, to protest the greatest injustice of all times. Decrying the meeting inside the synagogue, "It's a disgusting situation for me that lands and properties that don't belong to them and are illegally settled are being sold. It's illegal and morally wrong in many ways. This shouldn't happen in this country or anywhere else. That's why we had to be here to reject it." Now, the the New Jersey office of the Council on American Islamic Relations also condemned the sales. Places of worship should be sacred. The use of places of worship like synagogues to sell stolen lands by violating international law is deeply concerning, CAIR said in a written statement. The sales meetings organized by Kayla Williams along with the illegal Israeli settlers group Your Home in Israel are being held privately in New Jersey, New York, Toronto, and Montreal. Pre-registration is required for meetings and only Jewish members are allowed to enter. Estimates indicate about 700,000 Israeli settlers live in roughly 300 illegal settlements in the occupied West Bank and East Jerusalem. All Jewish settlements in the occupied territories are considered illegal under international law. Israel has waged a deadly offensive on the Gaza Strip since a cross-border incursion by the Palestinian group Hamas on October 7, 2023. The issuing Israeli has unalived at least 30,631 people and injured 72,043 others with mass destruction and shortages of necessities. The Israeli war has pushed 85% of Gaza's population into internal displacement amid acute shortages of food, clean water, and medicine, while 60% of the enclave's infrastructure has been damaged or destroyed, according to the UN. Israel stands accused of genocide at the International Court of Justice. An interim ruling in January ordered Tel Aviv to stop genocidal acts and taking measures to guarantee that humanitarian assistance is provided to civilians in Gaza. I don't know about you guys, but such actions not only exacerbate the existing hardships faced by the Palestinian people, but also raise ethical questions about the treatment of property rights and the pursuit of justice in conflict zones. We have finally come to the end of the video. What do you, my viewers, have to say about this? Share your comments, views, contributions, opinions, everything in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video as I bring you another interesting video.